Audio Jungle.
Across this day, The Nation, Daily Post, Leadership Newspaper, Daily Trust Newspaper. Let's take a look at some of those stories as we have them for today. Starting off with This Day newspaper, as we would have it. This set of stories make the rounds there. Boris Johnson to Nigeria's leaders, allow people freely choose those to lead them. ICC accepts petition against Onanuga orders over alleged incitement. Ayu, only PDP neck can suspend me. Those golden word escorts are ignorant. All right, that you find in This Day. Other stories now. NNPC releases additional 418 million liters of petrol in 7 days. Obaseki, we have stronger businesses. We have a strong business case for airports in Uzauri. Ex-MBS boss, Kale, urges incoming administration not to delay reforms. Other stories in This Day for today. You find in business section as well. Trade, essential to develop new economics of water to reduce waste, says Okojo Iweala. APC Trounces PDP in Ondo Assembly election. Kogi Guber, 18 APC aspirants square up to succeed Bello. Fresh agitation after constitution amendment. Matawale as a victim of his own curse. G5 governors, Makinde as the last man standing. The die is cast as tribunal begins sitting. 2023 elections and many blunders of police. Oladipo Dia, the exit of a general. These are some of the leading stories as we have them in This Day for today. To The Nation newspaper now. Nasarawa West Senator-elect preaches total submission. But Larabe advises women to humanize their children. Sanwo-Olu to Muslims, imbibe Ramadan teachings. Buhari reappoints Provost of School of Medical Lab in Jos. Rantan hails Sanwo-Olu. And then 85 students given scholarship. Court order restraining Ayu deepens PDP's post-poll crisis. Court order restraining Ayu deepens PDP's post-poll crisis. U.S. $100 million for 5 West African nations. Supplementary polls hold April 15 in Oyo, Imo, Edo, and others. Okada operators still in Lagos restricted areas. Call for declaration of Kebbi government resort undermines INEC powers, says PDP. And then you have Nigerian Office for Trade and Negotiations, stakeholders to unveil template for free trade agreements. Of interest as well, domestic worker to die for killing grandma and daughter. 10 ISWAP fighters shot dead. Nigeria fortunate to have Tinubu as president, says Jeje. 2023 election, credible, says PFN spokesman. And then you also want to read more about Tinubu's presidency and the leadership performance imperative now. Politics and notions of bigotry. the disquiet in poultry industry. Why cash squeeze will persist. All right, those are some of the leading stories from the nation. Taking a look at Daily Post now. Imo governorship election. Labour Party under fire. Over 25 million naira nomination fund. Obasanjo is Igbo in spirit. Owane is a chieftain, replies Fani Kayode. Why are you not competent to be Senate President? Labour senatorial candidate Okori. Lagos Assembly congratulates Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu. 2023 elections. Draw lessons from Kenya. Punish offenders. Utomi urges Nigeria. Tinubu has no capacity to run Nigeria, but they judge. Nigerian elections, US, Europe, underrated thuggery rigging, says Shehu Sani. 2023 elections. Nigerian youths tell US, UK, those who deserve visa ban. Cash crunch. Ngige, NLC, CBN meets to avert nationwide strike. NGO task oil communities to speak with one voice on remediation. NAFDAC warns against continued use of bleaching cream. Why are you not competent? Okay, I did take that already. Abia ADC candidate Onoa offers Governor-elect Otiti full support. Cross River, PDP goes to tribunal, accuses Ayade INEC of tampering with electoral materials. Local government funds, or your government reacts as court blocks bank account. All right, moving on to the likes of leadership for today now. PDP crisis deepens. Confusion trails RU's suspension. Naira scarcity persists as bank continue disbursements. Governor Shaku, Taraba governor-elect disagree over salary arrears. 10th Senate, NAS aides drum support for Yari as Senate President. Don't witch hunt your opponent, APC chieftain tells Alex Otiti. Mistrust in electoral system, all-time high, CJID speaks about this. House Speakership, Akeredolu orders back North Central, Wase. Again, Observer Group rejects INEC declaration of Yusuf as Kano governor-elect. NLC meets today on Naira scarcity. All right, well, those are stories here and there. You'll find that PDP crisis depends, confusion trails RU suspension. PDP Ward Executive disown RU's suspension letter, says signatures forged. Close ranks. PDP National Secretary begs Imo members. Article commends UK, urges DSS to arrest ex-minister for inciting comments. Other stories of interest. Public Procurement Act. NIMSI charges management on compliance. NCC renews commitment to industry collaboration inclusiveness. Aviation Minister seeks continued relationship with Qatar. Apapa gridlock returns as federal government shorts Creech for repairs. And now to Daily Trust. Emefiele begs NLC to shelve protest over Naira scarcity. The fight has just started, Wike tells RU. Some of us survive on 300 Naira daily, the tale of a baker. Your efforts on OGP fostered economic growth, Buhari tells NESG. Boris Johnson, Nigeria can be a renewable superpower. Emefiele begs NLC to shelve protests over Naira scarcity. Dia died at a time it was needed most. The First Minister speaks about this. Court bars RU from parading himself as PDP National Chairman. 37-year-old Yosaf is the first Muslim to lead Scottish National Party. INEC announces date for Adamawa Kebbi rerun. 3 NSCDC officers gunned down in Imo State. And then you'd also want to read up more about my suspension, exercise infertility, says Ayu. Any good discourse to deploy 500,000 meters worth 37 billion naira to an Abra state. Driver attacks medical workers with cutlass after losing child. UNN confers Zenith Bank CEO Onyagu with doctorate degree. Kebbi governorship election was not inconclusive. APC won. Abductors of 6 INEC officials demand 50 million naira ransom. Governors elect to get rerun certificate Wednesday. Kogi Bayelsa Imo governorship poll, APC rakes in over 1.3 billion naira from firms. All right, those are the latest stories as we have them across the papers. That's Daily Trust, Leadership, Daily Post, The Nation, and This Day. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'd like to take your calls this very morning. We ask of you to follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info. We plead with you to keep your emotions in check as well. We're streaming live right now as we have it on YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube is at Nigeria Info Abuja. We'd like to read your comments live from those platforms. And Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja as well. So go on, drop your comments. You can also connect with us on WhatsApp by sending in your messages and calls as well on 080-999-30137. The telephone lines are open up. They're open as well on 080-9597-4869. Can connect on 0700-951-0000.
Watch your number one talk station of the nation. Nigeria Info. Every day of the week, Mondays to Friday on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm James Senator calling from Kuje.
Thank you. Welcome.
The headline said that Labour Congress to suspend strike. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. The issue there is that if the Labour Congress have not stated anything till today, that means the central bank wouldn't have dispersed cash to Nigerians. I don't know, what have we done to NFLA to deserve all this kind of suffering that it put us in? This is a deliberate act of inhumanity to humanity by NFLA. And if you want them to suspend this cash, you should make sure that the cash is available in all nooks and crannies of Nigeria before that Wednesday, so that the strike can be suspended.
All right.
But I don't think that Nigerians deserve this kind of act of wickedness from NFLA. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Justin. I'm calling from Dede.
All right, Justin. Good to connect with you. Let's talk.
About Fanika Ede matter. If Fanika Ede is behaving like a dog, somebody that will...
Easy with the language. You can get your views out without being abusive, okay? So just easy with the language.
I can never stay with a woman.
My brother,
I don't think
nope, you're not going to reach for his personal life. His personal life has nothing to do with his political life. Good morning to you.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi. I'm a humble from Gongolada.
All right, welcome.
What is democracy if it's not about allowing people to choose the leader of their choice, the leaders of their choice? We see how people pour into the streets in Abia, in Enugu, in Kano, in Zamfara, when the election reflected the popular wishes of the people. It is supremacy of people's will. But we have some selected, manipulated elections in some states. Some governors arrogated the power of manipulating elections. Dr. Femi, you see what happened in Kaduna? That's why the tyranny in Kaduna, you demolition people's houses, you sack people randomly, you do things with impunity. A true Democrat doesn't do that.
But you do say tyranny, and I have a challenge with that. Maybe his leadership is not purposeful by your standard, but from what yes, I think that's a better way to say it than to say tyranny.
Okay, I accept the correction. You can't do things with impunity during your reign in a democracy. It is the people that brought you to power. You must consult, you must dialogue, you must carry people along. So there are some some state election that is questionable, like what happened in Kaduna.
Okay.
That is why I'm happy with what happened in Kano.
All right.
In the downfall of that tyranny in Kano.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Illegally.
Thank you. All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Okay, waiting for that to connect if it's going to stay. Good morning to you. All right, I can't seem to hear anybody from that side of the line. Ibrahim Ajara says good morning to me. Noah Saludin says good morning. How are you doing and your loved ones? Peter Maduka says good morning, Femi D as well. Well written in. Let's take some more calls. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi D. Emily. Thank you for another opportunity.
You're welcome.
Boris Johnson, the Nigerian leaders should allow her people to vote for their leaders. Very apt. But before we do that, Mr. Boris Johnson, sir, can you also assist us in returning all the monies that are stashed in your banks and also advise those in other European countries, America, to do the same? If you can assist us in doing that, Nigeria will not only be great, Nigeria will be one of the greatest countries on planet Earth. Mr. Femi D, what is the if I secure a loot and preserve it for you here, am I not also corrupt? Who is even more corrupt between the looter and the person that is securing the loot? So please, they should assist us. If they do that for us, Nigeria will be greatest. If they stop all our leaders from stashing illicit funds in their country, Nigeria will be the greatest country in the world. Lastly, British have a prime minister who is of Indian descent, isn't it? Rishi Sunak, right? And he practiced Hindu. Now Scotland has the first Scottish Pakistani leader, right?
National Party leader.
These guys are not after... Yes, National Party leader. These guys are not after your religion. They are after what you can offer, how you can better their lives. We have states in this country where a minority cannot be the governor. Example, Kaduna, Southern Kaduna cannot be a governor. In Benue and Idoma, our other minority tribes cannot be governor. This thing go across all the country.
Okay.
Until we begin to look at capacity.
Let's leave it at that.
Continue to remain where we are. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Also, Francis, watching from Enugu State, says, good morning from D. The suspension of IU is a welcome development because he has failed to live up to his justification. Whatever goes around comes around. Also, Duchung Bulus writes in, he says, good morning from D. Nigeria shall be great again. Emefele, please set us free. Buhari, thank you. He writes on that subject as well. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Oh, that didn't stay true. Okay, good morning. Good morning to you. Not holding on to that. So let's see. Looks like that's incorrect. Okay, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Femi D, sorry.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you. It's Obasanjo from Mali, Niger State.
All right, welcome.
Thank you. Back to fire. You have been so good. In fact, I've been getting to learn, although you're my colleague. some people don't deserve to even awarded certificate of return. Like the election is all fraud. Femi D. It started from my polling unit. I went through the polling unit up to date. There is not it in beavers up to date. Femi D. The elections, in fact, the INEC. I don't know what I will say to INEC, but the election is fraud. Who want to go to court should go to court to challenge the outcome of that elections. Up to date, we still disagree on these elections. INEC has failed Nigerian. INEC has robbed Nigerian completely.
Amale, as always, when you talk on Nigeria, if I plead with you to keep your emotions in check, I can hear you tearing up already again. So just take it nice and easy. People will not be able to hear your words if you become too emotional, okay?
Listen, thank you. On Wiki, the war had just started. Wiki, you do anti-party. When you people said you and Autumn did Ayu did anti-party, I don't know. Between Wiki and Ayu and others, who do anti-party? You that voted for APC, Autumn voted for Labour Party. Who is now anti-party? Because of the suspension of Autumn, then they now gang up to say, Ayu, we suspend you in the word. Thank you for the word ESCO has disowned that Ayu has not been suspended.
Well, some say so.
Politics, eh?
Yeah, that's exactly the point to follow through on. Thank you for your call. Well, we have to realize that last it's their party and the administration of the party, and what they interpret as the laws that hold the party together can be entertaining at the end of the day. Can just really be entertaining. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, that's not staying true. Let me just read from some of our friends on Facebook now. Mwazu John Lasese from Jigo Buhari says, good morning, Femi D. Dr. Mefele begs and else, no need for begging. Do the needful immediately. We're suffering without cash. Jamil Aruna says, Femi D, check the pronunciation of the name Alex Oti, not Otiti. Okay, Alex Oti, not Otiti, like you've been pronouncing. Good morning. Thank you, Aruna, for getting my attention to that. Biam Abila says, good morning, sir, Femi D. APC says election in Kebbi not inconclusive because they see or saw chances of manipulating the electoral process, but where they can not have chances of manipulation. Okay, I'm sure something is missing there, but I think I get your point around that. But, at the end of the day, for example, those, talking about Ayu and the PDP, what are the laws that surround their party and how are they interpreting it and who gets to have a say? Well, it's best to know from the party. Yesterday, there was a court injunction that said he cannot parade himself as a national chairman of the party, based on what the word said. And then some people in the word said, we didn't suspend it. Some say it was suspended. The state chairman says, I am not aware. What do you do with all of this? It becomes dramatic at the end of the day. But hang in there. When we do come back from the break, there'll be a lot to talk about as well. And the realities around some of the most interesting times we find ourselves. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi Life. I'll be back after now. Stay close.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1. And I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.